Good afternoon, friends and family. Welcome to the 33rd episode of the Activist Collective, our shitty little podcast here. I'm Jess. I am the creator, the founder, the runner, the editor, the talker, the everything of this shitty little podcast. And I decided today I'm going to break up our podcast into 3 segments. We're going to do international stuff, some military talk, and then we're going to take it back to national, local ICE stuff. I'd like to try to do it with as few cuts as possible because it seems like every time I cut, I have some error and I have to start all over again. But there is a clip I really want to show you guys, so I'm hoping I can slip it in here somewhere. We're going to talk very quickly about some international stuff about Gaza, and that's because, this ceasefire is just a farce. It's literally just a farce. Tax dollars being spent to send weapons to Israel, tax dollars being spent to set up coordination centers. It's all a farce. Within the first few hours of this literal ceasefire where nobody's supposed to be shelling, bombing, shooting, Israel was sending bombs into the Gaza Strip. I mean, already injuring people, killing people. There is no such thing as a ceasefire as long as Israel is around. It's true. They have wanted the Palestinian land from the moment they set foot in the sand, and they are going to stop at nothing to get it. Israel has utilized their position in the world to take advantage of other countries, and they have played the United States like a fucking fiddle. I don't know who started it, but man, they have owned us. Literally owned us. The moment they wrapped in Jeffrey Epstein, roped him in and had him work out this honeypot scandal on rich, powerful men across the globe, they owned the world. Israel owns the world, which is why it's so important that we see what's in those Epstein files. Every person, every individual around the world, I don't care if it takes down world leaders. I do not care. That is the goal. When you get rid of corrupt, perverse, pedophilic, white male leaders, we can begin to heal the globe. Okay? And they all appear to be hidden within the pages of those documents, and I want them seen. And Israel and the United States does not, because Israel will no longer have a stranglehold on the world if everybody knows the jig is up, right? Anyway, so apparently the United States is putting together a coordination center on the border of Gaza and Israel. It's going to be led by a 3-star general from our military. That 3-star general will then have a foreign deputy of some kind from somewhere. I'm going to guess it's Israel. I don't know why I think that, but I'm going to guess. And that person will be the equivalent of a 2-star officer. Their job will be to make sure that the arrangements of the ceasefire are rolling out as planned, being upheld, blah, blah, blah. We know it's all bullshit. And making sure that aid is coordinated and getting through. Well, we already know that within the first day or two after the day after the hostages were released, Benjamin Netanyahu punished the Palestinians for Hamas's actions by closing down one of the only 2 border crossings where aid was coming through, the Rafah crossing. Nothing will change, friends. The bad man in the White House, his children, and other people around the world have a financial stake in those beaches, and they want them badly. Before the bad man was elected, we even predicted, right? We predicted that there would be a Trump Tower going up on the white sandy beaches of Gaza if you elected that man. And now I don't want to spiral off into a third-party fuck you monologue, but man, you third-party Jill Steiners can all go fuck yourselves. Okay? You can all go fuck yourselves. So eyes will be on Gaza. to make sure that Israel is not, blowing shit up. And if they are, we need to make sure that the world knows it. We need to make sure that the world knows that Israel has no plans whatsoever of upholding any form of a ceasefire. And yes, we'll have 200 United States military personnel with boots on the ground in Gaza. And that is, again, to help with the operational, the logistics of rolling out the ceasefire. That's their goal, I guess. All 200 of those military personnel will have some form of a specialization in that part of the ceasefire. And when I was transported back here, and I had more of your tax dollars being spent to promote Israel's land grab. That's what that is. Super grateful. Now I want to move on because also fuck you, third-party Jill Stein voters. Fuck you. Okay, so the military. I've never really cared about military news. Also still having some. But we kind of need to care about the military right now because the military is our last line of defense. Are they going to protect us or are they going to kill us? I mean, right? Am I wrong?
So they allege that you interfered with
Keg's Breath stood on a stage and told every general, we don't want you if you're fat. If you're fat, resign. Because we don't want you. We want fit. We want some toxic masculinity up in this bitch. Speaking of toxic masculinity, sorry, that came out of nowhere. That speech that he gave to all those generals? A memo just went out to the entire military that is making that speech mandatory training for everybody in the service. Every single person who is in our military is now forced to watch that and document that they watched it. That pile of shit, that speech that was so bad. I mean, this man thinks he is the smartest, most handsome, most amazing gift to God's green earth. When he walks into a room, he thinks that he lights it up. He is the energy. He is the sun. That's what he thinks of himself, which is why he and Trump get along so well. But eventually, there's probably going to be a push and pull with those two. Hegseth is like a lapdog. But if he gets too much power, we might see a true and total reversal in terms of I want more power. That is, if it happens before Donald Trump dies. I mean, because speaking of dying, he apparently had a stroke. I mean, we all watched it happen. His face was just and started melting off his face down to his neck. Anyway, military. So yes, your military service members have to watch that fucking speech, and they have to document that they did. After the U.S. and Qatar, Pete Kegsbreath, announced about the Joint Air Force facility, there was massive MAGA backlash, right? They heard it the way I heard it, the way you heard it, and they freaked out. They were like, what? We're putting it sounded like he was putting an Air Force base. Anyways, Pete Hegseth had to walk back the language that he used and tell us that it wasn't an Air Force base or facility per se for them. It was just going to be a place to house their fighter jets. And, I don't know if that cooled off MAGA or not, but I don't trust this administration. I really don't. I don't trust Pete Hegseth. I don't trust the deals they make behind closed doors. I don't trust that those deals don't put Americans in danger because they don't care about Americans. Donald Trump couldn't care less if every last one of us died. He'd think more money for me. Honestly. Where else can I go and live my life of luxury? And that's how the rest of them think too. In this administration, I'll get more for me and mines. And that's how MAGA thinks too. That's why they all work out so well. One of the generals, Chief of Staff of the Air Force, General Alvin, Allvin, is retiring. He announced his retirement yesterday. His retirement will start in November. And this comes after he got word that Keg's Breath was basically gunning for him. He has been in that chief of staff position for 2 years. And I'm guessing it's an appointed position, probably appointed under Biden, and therefore under the thought process of a maggot, Alvin must go. So Alvin is announcing his retirement before Keg's Breath can come after him. And the Pentagon was not sorry to see it or shocked to see it. Now, a little bit more on military. Active duty, they're still getting paid through this government shutdown. And that's good. I mean, there's a lot of military men and women who are happy with what this administration's doing. I don't understand it. You took an oath to the Constitution, not to a man. But I don't want to see children go hungry, and I don't want to see families starving. And if that means paying our active duty military members, then sure, do that. What I don't understand is paying the FBI. Right here on my paper, I wrote down that they're getting paid too. A lot of those men and women get paid 6 figures. They can go a few weeks without a paycheck. They're going to be all right. We don't need to, fluffer up the American people and say, oh, we're paying the FBI. Why don't you pay the veterans? I know that a lot of veterans still get their pay, supposedly through a shutdown, but why don't we find a way to take the money you planned on paying the FBI with and use it for something more, I don't know, more helpful, right? If you will, more helpful. Our military is, I repeat, is confirmed by your fearless leader. He is conducting covert operations in Venezuela. Well, no shit, dumbass. You've been blowing up their fucking boats with grandpas and fishermen inside of them for the last month. So no fucking doy. The military is reporting that Russia and China are using AI, increasingly using AI to escalate their cyber attacks on the United States. But I thought Russia was our friend, you guys. Wait a minute, that must be fake news because Daddy Trump told me that Russia's our friend. So that's gotta be fake. Fucking fake news. The military reporting. You have do your job, military. Your job isn't to be a reporter. I mean, you know what's happening. Oh, Amy McGrath. She's got a TikTok page. I like her. She reminds me a little bit of Alyssa Slotkin. So I'm like, I don't know. She's totally hoorah for the Constitution, right? She's a Democrat. But again, I walk gently around Democrats now. Attaching yourself so boldly to the Democrat name scares me a little bit because I've watched our Democrats allow this administration to destroy our constitutional freedoms. You know, they get on camera and they say some fancy words and Hakeem Jeffries talks with his hands and points like this with his breaks in the middle and he makes it sound real important, but he doesn't do shit, right? Cory Booker just came out and he was asked point blank about Israel and his support for them. And he was like, look, that's a distraction. Look, we need to worry about what's going on here. Well, yeah, because you're ashamed to tell the world and everybody that you take a shit ton of AIPAC dollars. Amy McGrath, sorry, I got off topic, is going to be running for Mitch McConnell's seat again. She tried that in 2020 and she lost by 20 percentage points. And now that Mitch McConnell is about to drop dead, she's going to shoot her shot again. I think it's a good idea. She's a military woman. In fact, Amy McGrath was the first woman ever to fly an FA-18 in combat. I mean, she's a woman of notoriety, right? And, you know, old school Republicans like a military person. I don't know how they like a woman, but I feel like we should put Amy McGrath in Maine and bring Graham Plattner to Kentucky. Let's just switch the two. Because I know it sucks, but we're talking Kentucky here. If it's not Marsha Blackburn style woman, I don't know if she's going to win. So I feel like a Graham Plattner type person might be more suitable for that position. But all the best of luck to you, Amy McGrath. I hope it works out. I really do. Let's see. Oh, it's not important. All right. I'm going to move on. I want to move on to some local stuff. The local stuff is pretty important. ICE has been increasingly more violent. I think we know that, right? I don't think that's a secret. I don't think that we have to beat around the bush for that. ICE is provoking. ICE is intentionally doing shit that, amuses them, like standing on a balcony and spraying pepper bullets down on innocent protesters who are not infringing on the operations of the facility or any way at all, but they're just being shot with pepper bullets, and there's literally no fucking accountability. There's no retribution. There's nobody to hold these people accountable for violating the rights of American citizens. Yes, we have already become accustomed to it. We have already allowed it to become normalized. The fact that they are shooting us with pepper bullets when we have done nothing wrong. It is not something that should be normalized. What those ICE officers are doing is against the law. They're violating our constitutional rights to peacefully assemble, and when they interrupt that, they are breaking the law. When you shoot people with pepper bullets when they have not done anything to deserve being shot with pepper bullets, you have broken the law. You have violated an American's constitutional rights, and you should be jailed and charged and tried. And that's not happening because there's nobody to do it. Because the local police, the county police, the state police are all also beholden to this piece of shit administration because they want funding. They want funding. And they need some funding, I guess. Maybe up your state taxes, up your local taxes, and tell this administration, get fucked, we'll cover it ourselves. Maybe man up, police departments, and start arresting these ICE officers who violate the rights of your fucking residents. But no, you sit there and fucking protect them. You sit there and you fucking protect them. What a shame. What a fucking shame. And an embarrassment. Your tax-paying citizens of those cities are literally paying your fucking salary to protect them from people violating their rights, and you're not doing it, officers, chiefs of police, sheriff's offices. I know a lot of you, would give anything to be Trump's fucking fluffer, but the man's already got that position, so maybe try working on being a sheriff that does his job and upholds the Constitution. Ooh, I gotta take a minute. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. Okay, so yes, ICE has been increasingly provoking the people. Outside of a Portland detention facility across the street in the designated by ICE protest zone, a band called the Unprecedented Band, not press, it's presidented. The Unprecedented Band showed up, and they have been doing it for 8.5 years. They wear banana costumes, and they are literally a band. They come with instruments and they play. A woman by the name of Oriana Carroll, I'll play the clip for you after this, but was playing Ghostbusters. They were in the middle of a set playing Ghostbusters when out of nowhere, This is according to multiple witnesses. I'm still looking for video. Someone has got to have video of this, right? Out of nowhere, ICE officers charge out of the gates of the facility and charge an innocent person standing there. I don't know why, but they tackle him to the ground and pin Oriana Carroll, who was playing her clarinet, to the fence. They pin her to the fence, and she's standing there, frozen in fear, pinned to the fence, while they're arresting a guy at her feet. Next thing you know, they're arresting her. They're putting her in handcuffs. They're dragging her inside this ICE detention facility. And she had been there for a couple of days, while everyone speculated what the hell was going on. And ICE claimed that she was interfering with an arrest, even though they arrested a man at her feet and pinned her. Another officer pinned her to the fence, held her against her will to a fence. They claim she interfered with an arrest and then was kicking and biting. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, witnesses don't exist. Like, when this plays out in court, you're not going to be embarrassed. Any lawyer, I could take this case, and I'm not a lawyer. I could take this case and embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be embarrassing for them. I don't even know who the guy was that they arrested at her feet. I have no idea who that innocent person was either. But she came out and she made a statement. I'm going to play that statement for you.
I was arrested on Sunday at the protest down at the ICE building. I was playing an unprecedented band on my clarinet, and I was arrested by Department of Homeland Security. Then Sunday night I was transported to Clark County jail facility. Have been there until this morning when I was transported back here, and I had my court first appearance with the judge. I'm having a lot of different feelings. I'm feeling super grateful to be out and back with my family, and so happy and excited to see my 3-year-old. I get emotional easily, so really looking forward to seeing her this afternoon. And yeah, also still having some, fear and sadness around the charge that was given to me. And I know it's going to be a fight for the next couple of months to be in the legal system.
So they allege that you interfered with an arrest and kicked and bit an officer. I don't know if you can speak to that at all.
I think I've been advised not to speak about it, but I will say that I don't think I am the only one getting charges like this.
So that was Oriana Carroll. And no, you are not the only one to be getting charges like this, because ICE has been doing this from the jump. They've been running out of the ICE facility and charging at people and arresting whoever they want. Just a few days ago, it was a Robbie Road Steamer. Boy. He's a character. Everybody knows him. But one thing he does do is he's always preaching peace. No political violence. He's always saying it. Peace and love. And he may be crass and crude and show up in a thong in some crazy animal costume and sing songs that ICE or police or president or whoever doesn't like. But he's trying to bring eyes to what's happening. He's trying to be absolutely grotesque in the sense that everybody wants to see it, right? It's like you want to look at a car crash, right? Or a train derailment. Like, people want to see these things, and while they're watching, they're wondering what he's doing. This leads people to educate themselves on why he's saying what he's saying. Anyway, so Robbie Road Steamer got picked up. Hold on, I'll play that for you now too.
Oh yeah, let's have a good time today. It's about peace and love in spite of ICE. If you hate brown people and you are a Nazi, come on, ICE, leave Portland. Oh, here they come. They're not ready for primetime players. Woo! Demolition. Whoa.
Leave him alone. What are you doing? He's talking? What? He's just talking.
Boo!
So that was Robbie Road Steamer getting arrested for what he is. He's now out. He's out. I can confirm that. but he claims to have been arrested for trespass. Now, there is a blue line. If you look at that video again, there's a blue line in front of him that says private property. I don't know if he crossed that line at some point, but at the time of that arrest, he was clearly several feet back from that blue line. I know that if you, cross that line, they are taking up a no 3 strikes rule. If you cross the line into the private property of the federal facility for which your taxes pay for, they're arresting you. I didn't see if Robbie crossed that line at all. And other people are saying he did not. I don't know. I can't see him going there and going there to preach peace and no political violence, and then cross a line that might get him arrested. But I mean, people have done crazier things. But I'm going to err on the side of Robbie Roadsteamer is innocent, because these men have been doing this, and they have been claiming that they are being persecuted while being the instigators of violence. Every single political event, protest has been peaceful. Every single one, friends. Not a single one has ever turned violent because of protesters. It has always been the cops provoking, shooting pepper bullets at them. And they were shooting them at Robbie as well. They were shooting pepper balls at Robbie from that balcony. I mean, just where and who, like, where do you think we are? This isn't Russia. This is still America. And until you tell me that Constitution no longer exists and is crumpled up in a bullshit piece of paper, rights are still in play here, and you're violating those rights. And in the American people, you've got to get fucking serious. You've got to get real fucking serious about how you want to protect those rights, because it will be your turn next, red hats. They will come for you. Listen to what is happening. The rich people who are funding all of this and have funded this, like the Peter Thiels, the Elons, the Bezoses, the Zuckerbergs, and what's his name? Starts with a Y. Why can't his name is escaping me? Anyway, the other dude, Yarvin. They're all making fun of you, red hats. Literally, Yarvin just totally berated this movement and his people in his last post. You guys are clearly too dumb to take over democracy. Clearly, they gave the job to the wrong people. Like, these rich men want to lessen your income. They want to take away your money so that you have to live like dogs, relying on the rich people for scraps. That's how they want it. They admit that's how they want it. And you motherfuckers are out here helping them get it. And my God, it makes me want to fucking punch every last one of you in the goddamn dick. Wake the fuck up. You are voting for and assisting because you hate the libs so bad, because they have created such a view of us for you. They have created it for you. Do you understand me? This administration, this MAGA movement told you what to think about us. And now you think it. And now because you are thinking what they want you to think, now you hate us so badly that you're willing to hand over your own freedoms to own us. Do you hear me tell you that they don't give a fuck about you? You are the dirt under their shoes. They call you basement dwellers. That's what they call you, red hats. And don't sit there and go, well, not me. I got a job. Yes, bitch, you. Yes, bitch, you. I don't care if you have a job. I don't care if your job is, fucking architecture. I don't care if you have a job that pays, more than middle class. You are scum to them. Literal scum to them. You are a tool to obtain control over the people in this country, and you are helping them do it because they have framed your worldview for you. And you look stupid. You look fucking stupid. You handed over your freedoms to fascism, to technocrats who want to own you and your children and the rest of your lineage for the foreseeable fucking future. And while you boomers who voted for this die off, you're leaving this country in fucking shambles for the rest of your family, and they will erase you from the fucking family photo album. They will be so goddamn ashamed of you. Same with you, ICE officers. That lady was right. Your kids fucking hate you and your wife is fucking around on you. 100%. So, anyways, friends, the 18th, it's coming up fast. 2 days is the global. Well, it does turn global. The national protest day, No Kings protest on the 18th, just so happens to fall on Charlie Kirk's birthday. That's weird. I wonder if that was planned. Not sure. But that is a day that we are all going to peacefully assemble by the tens of millions. I am estimating at least 6 to 10 million. You know why? I think it should be 41 fucking million. I think it should be over 10 million. I think it should be every motherfucker signed up out of their house, ready to go at a moment's fucking notice. That's what I think. You're watching this fake ass, illegitimate administration steal the rights and privileges away from people who are exercising their rights to peacefully assemble, to protest, to speak out. And you're watching it in real time, and people are going, "Oh gosh, I don't know, that's kind of terrible. Oh my God." Well, you know, we gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet. So maybe it'll get better soon. No, bitch, it's not getting better soon. It's going to get worse. We are 10 months into a fascist administration, and our country is in shambles. ICE is controlling the media outlets. ICE is out here telling them, "Oh, we're being persecuted. We have to defend ourselves." Meanwhile, every video I see are people dancing in costumes and having a good time. Next thing you know, ICE is out there charging them and spraying fucking bear spray in their vent holes. But no, yeah, they're really fucking persecuting. You know why you're persecuted, ICE? You're persecuted because you're violent. Because you were given permission to be violent for no reason. Because you too, ICE, your worldview has been framed for you as well. Instead of being a whole, masculine man with empathy and compassion for your fellow humans, you have been taught that the only way to be masculine is to control somebody else. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And I have no fucking love for you. Neither do your wives. And any woman who is a member of ICE right now, who is a sheriff, a police officer who is standing and protecting these individuals, quit your fucking jobs. Quit your jobs. I have PTSD from my job. Don't let them do it to you. Don't fucking let them do it to you. Get out before it fucks up your brain the way it fucked up mine. We are better than this, America. We are better than this. I don't want to see this nation devolve into a fascist dictatorship, not for my own personal, gain or loss, but for our children. These people are forgetting they have children. They have babies that are coming into the world. They have grandchildren going off to college, and you are literally helping to boost an administration who is making college less accessible and less affordable. Like it never was affordable. But any hope of getting a loan or getting help is gone. People who get Pell Grants are losing their Pell Grants. It's all over TikTok. You can see these people going, "They just took away all my fucking benefits. I still make nothing, but for some reason, they took away all my Pell Grant benefits." That could be your kid, honey. It will be your kid. It may not be your kid now, but it will be. It's crazy what's happening in this country, and we, the people, must stop it. We, the people. Not them, the government. This is our country, and they work for us. Remember that, America. We are the people. We control that government, and they work for us. And I need every red hat and brand new purple hat out there to understand when I tell you that if you think it's funny now, come see me when it is your kid they're going after. When the draft involves your children, don't you fucking flee this country, honey. You let your kid go. That's their goddamn solemn duty. You send your kid to a foreign forever war that he promised he wouldn't put us in. Not a single goddamn promise he's ever promised has he followed through on. Not one. Well, I take that back. He is attacking brown people. He did promise to be a racist prick, and he's pulling that off with the help of you idiots in fucking camo. Your worldview was sculpted for you, and you're too weak an individual to think for yourself. That's all I have on that. So, friends, we're going to cut it off this time. That's it for the Activist Collective here on episode 33. Please remember, friends, I am funded by donations. I don't get many. So if you would like to, the QR codes come up at the end. You can scan those with your phone, or you can go to any one of my link trees, and I will just read to you real quick. Stand by. I don't want to pause it. I'm not going to pause it because you want to know why I don't pause it? Because it takes forever to transcribe everything I just said, and we'll be here for another week. So here, I'm just going to reread it. If you want to donate to my Cash App, friends, you can do that by going to Cash App and searching Mom, Dad, Jeans. All one word, Mom, Dad, Jeans. If you would like to donate to my Venmo, you can go to my Venmo and donate and search Mama Dad Jeans 5, MOMMADADJEANS 5, Mama Dad Jeans 5. You can subscribe on Facebook, you can subscribe on Instagram, and you can subscribe on TikTok. Any one of those is helpful. My link trees are very helpful places if you'd like to donate. This is all put together by me, done by me, and you guys have always been amazing throughout. If you can't, I just wish that you would share it and bring a friend to the next podcast, okay? I love you all so very much, and I hope to see you out there. Saturday, find a protest near you. Make sure you register, even if it's under a fake name, and that's because it helps get a number, a head count. You know what I'm saying? A head count is important. So they can't say, there ain't no way there were 10 million of you out there. Yes, the fuck there were. Look at my registration list, bitch. We know there was. Register under a fake name if you have to, but we need you to register so we can count you. All right? I love you so much. You are the wind beneath my wings, bitch. Have a good day.